How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Enrique CTV, and we are finally watching the finale. In case nobody saw the post I made on my community page, I got sick. I went to this Halloween Horror Nights in Orlando. I try and do it every year. It's really fun. If you're into horror stuff, you should check it out. It's super cool. Talk about it later. But I ended up getting the Yield Ronies, which sucked. Not fun. Basically feel kind of better now. I think it was like Tuesday till like yesterday was not fun, but I wanted to put off the finale, obviously because I was sick, but also because I wanted to make it a longer video with the talk afterwards, because I feel like it's just, you know, the whole series is very different from The Last Airbender. Obviously that's how you get into this. It is the sequel after all, and for people who haven't been following the whole time, I did say originally when I first started watching that I had seen the first 3 or 4 episodes and I just was not really into it. The pro bending was cool, but that was about it for me. And I'm glad I gave it a second chance because I've enjoyed it a lot more now than I did when I first started it years ago. So I have feelings about that because obviously I think they're both two different shows and you kind of have to put yourself in the mindset of this show and the other one in order to watch them, but they're fun nonetheless. But I'll talk about it later. Anyway, we kind of are on the cusp of success. We have Kuvira very scared that she's actually going to lose potentially. Through Hiroshi's sacrifice, we actually managed to get the squad into the mech, and now we're on our way to Kuvira. I said at the end of the last time I have no idea how they can lose now, and that was like such a flip from thinking I have no idea how they're gonna win. So now I gotta just hope they don't fumble the bag. That's really about it. Let's hop in. Yes sir. Nice and frozen, baby. She's not looking as sweat as before though. What is her plan now, though? Like, what are they gonna do? How are they? They're not gonna like lock him in. Yeah. You have to be vicious, Korra. You have to kill that bitch. Not gonna be the same this time. Oh my god! It's just a giant clump now. Man made a drill with a lava bent a drill saw? Oh my god, I got saw blades for weapons. That's so cool, Bolin. Damn. They have so much metal on them. Oh my god. If only we had metal benders here instead. They need to just destroy the mechanisms somehow. Like, who cares if everybody goes down with this thing? It's not as important. Yeah, let's go. Always a goddamn pleasure to watch a metal bender work. Ooh. Holy shit, the amount of power that these spirit vines have that they've done is insane.
The outside may be platinum, but we can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, you can do a lot of damage here. You can always got to get it from the inside, you know? Ah, you can't shoot it anymore, idiots. Haha. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, hate to see it. Shut the fuck up. What, dude? That is crazy. They gotta be, yeah, I was gonna say, they gotta be knocked the fuck out. They did the best they could to like ensure they were okay though. Holy shit, that was crazy. That's a crazy move. Ooh. Oh, that's how she was metal bending the whole thing, because she had metal throughout the limbs. Oh, that's fucking sweet. This is a crazy fight to have indoors in this tight ass space. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, you're fighting her with all this metal around you. Oh. Dude, what the fuck? This is, oh my god, these fights are crazy. Come on, Mako, don't lose to some grunts. Even though they are elite metal bending grunts. There we go. See? Just knock the boy out. Get wrecked, idiot. That's my boy. That's my. I always knew he was a football player at heart, or at least like a wrestler. Guy trucked him. Or maybe it was the fire bending that hit the thing.
Come on. You spent all that time working.
Yeah, there's nothing up there. No.
The only thing I know about these vines is that if you mess around with them too much, they explode.
Yeah. That is the one. Yeah, they will blow the fuck up. Is that what we're gonna do? We're just gonna blow the whole thing up?
I'm gonna zap
Yeah.
the vines with some electricity.
Let's back
No.
it up. Okay.
Yeah, they're gonna blow up.
We'll make the vine
Down.
He's gonna. No, he's not.
Can't. This isn't the time to prove how
Yeah.
awesome you are. I already know how awesome
Oh.
you're awesome.
I don't have time to argue.
No, yeah, but you'll die, bro.
Out of here.
You'll die. No way Mako's doing this,
I
actually.
do not approve. Just get out as soon as you can.
Is Mako fucking dying this episode?
Promise.
Oh, boys. Oh, don't do that. Ow. Yep, it is gonna make that shit explode. You gotta go though, bro. You can't stay there too long. What's gonna blow up first? Okay, I was gonna say if the top blows up, there's a chance he can get the fuck out of there. Nah, it doesn't look like it though. I don't like his chances. No way. No way. Mako. He's right there. Oh my god. It's like a claw machine. Just let him flop in, dude. Oh my god. Whoa. I thought it was over. I thought it was done. She really has metal over her, like she's like, well, I don't even know. I can't even compare that to anything. That looks so dope, the way she was using that. Oh wait, she's taking some hits though now. Let's go. Just hit the fuck out of her. Ooh. Ooh. There we go. Come on, Bolin. Save your fucking dumbass brother. Trying to die for a hot second. Ooh. Yes, sir. Bro, everybody get the fuck out of there. Ooh. Did that just slice everything from where it blew up or no? Holy shit. That was cool. It's really cool. Boys. Wake up. Wake up, boys. Please. Not today, not right now. You're done. You're fucking done. Ooh. That's nuts. How do you oh, she caught you monologuing, bro. Korra, no. Get her ass, Korra. You can't, you literally, Korra. Avatar stayed in that ass and get to her, because you can't let her get away. Not after all of this. No. Yo, she's gonna start tripping. What's Kuvira gonna see?
Stop this madness. It has to end now.
There's something wrong with the spirit wilds. Oh no. Bro, she said I'm triggering this shit manually. What the? What? They had a. Oh god, that's nuts. I don't even know if that. I guess that hit her. Oh my. Nope. Nope. Okay. All right. She went this way. I thought she went like away that way. Oh. Oh no. The spirit vine said, "You want to see something crazy?" Oh no. It doesn't matter anymore. It's not yours anymore. That shit was never your power to use. Fucking learn a thing, idiot. Oh no. Yee. I said that shit. I was like, there's no way Korra can't bend this. If she can energy bend, like earlier with Unalak and shit, it makes sense that she could be able to fucking do this. Oh. But what does that do? What the fuck is happening? Yo, Asami move. Asami could turn the corner like, oh shit. Oh, damn. She really just dropped a nuke on Republic City again. What the fuck is that? What did she just do? What the fuck did they make? What happened? What is this? She make another spirit portal?
New spirit portal.
Oh my god, she did. Bro made a new spirit portal. None of you would don't go look for Kuvira, bitch. I'll fucking throw hands immediately. That's crazy. They dropped a nuke and made a new spirit portal. Where is she? No, she's in there, dude. With Kuvira. What the fuck is this? Oh, this is similar to how she saw... Oh, she was with Zahira, and now she's with Kuvira. What is happening? Oh, I thought they were dead. Oh, what? Where are they? A new part of the spirit world?
Hey, but we're in the spirit
Yeah,
world.
we're in the spirit world. We gotta
All the
go.
energy from your weapon tore open a new portal and blasted us in here.
Yeah,
Why would
we can
you
walk
save
back
my
out that
life?
way.
After everything I did to you. I guess
Cause I gotta.
I see a lot of myself in you, determined to succeed,
Yeah.
sometimes without thinking things through.
Someone mentioned that they were very similar, and I, at this point,
None of this would have happened.
didn't see it. Just because they were both
Messing with the spirit
similar
box,
but different.
dictator over your people, my people. Sue
Yeah,
turned
but-
her back on the Earth Kingdom. You
Oh
were
no.
gone. I had to do something. I think
Someone had to do something, but not.
You don't
Not that,
understand
dog.
anything about me. I did by millions. I was cast
Oh.
aside by my own parents like I meant nothing to them.
Oh,
How could
baby,
I just
no.
and watch the same thing happen to my nation when it needed someone to guide
Bro,
me?
I
Wanted to
wish
create a place where you and your people
we got more of
vulnerable.
Vera this
I
season.
might have been an orphan.
Oh,
Believe me, I understand what it feels like to be afraid.
but you kept getting your ass beat. And yet here we are. What the fuck is that? Oh, more spirits coming in here. More spirits coming in here, but also they're back in general. Yes, sir. And so did they.
And so is
Let's go. And you're with Kuvira.
Release Kuvira, or we will attack.
Oh my god, stop.
Stand down.
Yeah.
This battle is over. I could ever hope to achieve. I'll
True.
accept whatever punishment the world sees fit.
Well, you already rule, technically, the land.
I'm sorry for all the anguish.
Why don't you just, you know,
of my family.
just be better? I don't know.
To answer for everything you've done.
Oh, Sue says, never mind, Sue don't give a fuck. Ooh, okay. I was just gonna try and go the high road since Korra did, but Sue ain't give a fuck about that.
Battle took a severe celebrate the one
Oh,
and at times
look at them, dude. They're so cute.
and the lady Julie.
Oh, Bolin, on God.
Hey, pal.
Us.
On me.
Yeah.
My big day.
This is my big day. What about Julie, dude?
Difficult to find.
Oh.
Impossible to take for the vows.
Hey, we always gotta end on a wedding in this show, right?
Do you? Sir
I'm glad, like, nobody else really was like, all the relationship stuff kind of died down. I'm okay with ending it on these two. I'm like, alright, that's fine.
Lawfully wedded wife and cherished partner.
Yes, your partner, your wife.
And do you, Julie? Rub his calluses on a bi-weekly
Wait, did he write extra stuff?
Okay, I'm not reading all this.
Yeah, no, just
You take Varric.
Thing.
nice. Do the thing. Oh, Julie. Bro, I told you, Julie's a muscle mommy. She really is. They don't give her the muscles that she actually has. But she do. She ripped. I should see those triceps under those sleeves.
You just make me so dang happy.
Let's go. Yo, is that my boy? The wombats? Question mark? Fuck, that was like about 50 episodes ago. Oh, I forget what they were called, but he got better after he got his bending yoinked.
Good you were during the. Think you're gonna make a great.
I'm impressed that Wu actually did something.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna set you up with Korra.
It's true.
So don't ask.
That's okay, Mako. Sometimes a good evacuation is its own reward.
I'm happy that he's actually not the worst now.
I say King Wu. You ready to get back to bossing Say and finally take the throne?
No,
Yeah,
no, he's not.
About that, I was actually thinking of say I'm being lazy.
No, I don't think he's being. I think he actually is thinking and doing like a council thing like they do in Republic City.
Things. I really
That It's
Wow.
actually pretty
Look at this guy
I think
thinking, bro. What a
kingdom should
biggest one season character development
Looking
of this entire show. This guy.
But for now, the
What a fucking,
calls.
what a guy. What a guy.
know what else to say.
My man was
need to say anything.
ready to
I
die.
want you to know, I'll follow you into battle no matter how crazy things get. I've got
Hell
your
yeah.
back. And I always
The Gavatar. Oh, hold on. They're not gang. Shit. What are you guys? You just team Avatar. I don't think you have a cool name. Nice.
I never could have imagined there'd be a spirit portal right in the
Nope.
heart of Republic City.
This is different. It's true.
Lifetime.
Not a single one have touched the spirit
Only
world
just
like that.
begun. There's so much more I want to learn and do.
She didn't do
How happy I am.
the typical like Avatar thing with the
It's been a bit
the
of
traveling and all that. So I mean,
Come to realize
it really is the beginning for her.
bumpy
more compassionate to others, even to people like Kuvira.
True. You gotta be think on the same wavelength as your enemies sometimes, trying to understand them.
Varric is looking for you. Something about wanting to borrow a
She be
gun
looking
from
like a
the Hive?
Greek goddess right now with that like red and just the way it looks. That shit is very
Just yet.
Roman Greek-ish.
For being gone all that time. For not coming back sooner.
I think it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah,
Just so
you were
happy.
doing your own thing. It's fine.
I don't think I could have aimed day.
Yeah, her dad is super dead. That's right. We just got back to that. Like,
Glad I was able to forgive him.
oh. I wish she got something like that earlier, though, because it would have helped her character a little bit, but that's a thing for later.
Honestly,
Anywhere you want.
Vacation? Oh my god.
I've always wanted to see what the spirit world's like.
What? They're like, oh, let's go on vacation in the spirit world? Bro, that sounds... Well, I mean, she can bring the gauntlet, right? That'll be fine. She wearing it? She better be wearing... Gotta be wearing that shit just in case, man. You don't know what's in there. Is that it? Damn. Oh shit, that's crazy. Just like this, ever since season 3, basically, it felt like not 20 something minutes. Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be a bit of a long one, I think. I have no idea. I have a lot to say, and I'm glad I feel better to say it. So I'll start off with obviously the whole thing. I'll get to the whole show first, then I'll kind of explain my little sick thing right at the end, and we'll kind of go from there. I really enjoy this show. Actually, I'm gonna take this off because I'm like kind of hot. I really enjoyed this show a lot more than I think I was going to. I initially started watching the first season years ago when they released it, probably like a year after it first released. I watched it. Probably thought that at the time was a much different show, and it definitely is. I think there is no denying that this show is a much more, or attempts to be a much more mature show, while trying to deal with things head on rather than kind of being like The Last Airbender, which subtly kind of dealt with some stuff. Granted, you have like Leaves on the Vine and like the stuff with the bloodbending originally, that like that stuff was definitely like directly head on. They were talking about these things with like the loss of a child during war and stuff like that, things that like children would not be like, oh yeah, I don't know what this means. Things that more older people would understand. This definitely felt like the show grew up with the audience and tried to like go after things from there. But also you have this overarching kind of theme of Korra's not needed. You know, technology kind of moves on, things get more advanced, more people become kind of trapped in their own attempt at individuality, and you know, progress kind of that the things that are in place that don't change or are, you know, kind of get left behind. And originally she was somebody who didn't really change. She was someone who was very stuck in the ways that she did things. And one of the things of this show, apart from her getting newer powers later on, was also that she had to adapt with the times, kind of, because throwing her into the city, granted, I did not like that part that much, I'll say that. I thought the stuff with Republic City originally was kind of weak, when there were a lot cooler things to be focusing on, because I think they could have focused more on Amon and probably a little more on Tarlock. But it all made sense for the purpose of what they were trying to show, which was kind of this division between the brothers that doesn't really fully get brought together until the end. Amon's true kind of resentment for his father, and kind of him being, both of them being kind of brought up to be different things. And then same thing later on with, like, all the villains just have very specific things that they're trying to kind of convey to the audience. Obviously with Unlock, it's the same kind of zealot type deal with too much power, trying to just do things the way you want to do things, not taking other people's consideration. And again, this family bond thing, Zahir wanting to be with his kind of family, but also still, you know, enter the void and enter a deep state of airbending, a deep state of spirituality that people don't really understand. And then here with Kuvira just trying to do what she didn't get in her childhood. It's, you know, now that I mentioned it, actually all kind of boils down to how a lot of these villains were kind of brought up. You obviously had Unalak. I mean, I already talked about it with Amon and Tarlock a little bit, but you already had Unalak kind of, he was kind of jealous of Tonrak, so he was trying to take things for himself. He wanted to be kind of the golden child, and in turn put his brother down. And then obviously Zahir was more of an idealist, kind of just trying to be something else for everybody else, which him and Kuvira are kind of similar-ish, but I didn't really see until afterwards, until they kind of more specifically explained it, how Kuvira and Korra were alike. It makes sense to me now that they said it, just because of the fact that she was very hard-headed. She kind of knew what she was going to do, and that's how she was going to do it, and that's what she wanted, and that wasn't going to change. It goes back basically to the first episode where Korra wants to learn airbending and she wants to do it her way, and she's not going to change her mind. And the only thing that changes her mind is accidents. She accidentally figures out because of pro bending, and that's kind of how it worked. And it was good because people learn in different ways, that's for sure. That was a good lesson in those episodes, but at the same time, it still kind of kept her in this very stubborn way of thinking. But this season with Kuvira, I mean, you just see just unrelenting force from her. She is probably the most terrifying because she probably has the most power of anybody, because of her kind of position with the Earth Kingdom. She knew what the fuck she was doing, and she kind of maintained strict control over everything, even until the end. Had it not been for her realizing Korra saved her, who knows if she would have kept fighting. I don't think she realized that the power she was using was borrowed power, and it was a power that obviously, luckily, Korra had the ability to use and wield, which kind of goes to show you that, again, it's a shared thing. The spirits, as we see now, is like a shared experience and a thing, entity with everybody on the planet, not just those who want to deal with it, like Unalak. It's for everybody, and everybody needs to kind of learn how to just be with it. I mean, there's no other real way of kind of explaining it, because they all need to just accept that it is a thing that is a part of this world. It's always been a part of this world, and when you reject it, bad things happen. We've seen it in the first series, and we saw it a lot more in depth in this second season of this series. So it is very cool to see another portal open up and kind of be like, oh hey, they're really taking this over now. It is a little bit weird though that lesson comes with the basically explosion of a city, because you know that's not the best thing, because that nuke did like eviscerate a good portion of Republic City. Wow. Also kind of changing shape a little bit. That was a weird thing because it felt like it was huge with all the mech guys looking for Kuvira, and then they were all like right in there. It was weird, but that's a different thing. That doesn't really matter too much. But overall, kind of great ending. I mean, I said it a little bit. I think from what I've seen, there've always been like, I was told anyway that there's always been like something of like Korra and Asami. I never really see it, but I think that's the point. But hopefully without stepping on any toes, I said this in the beginning season because it was probably the most prominent, and I guess part of season 2, with everybody kind of dating each other, like each other, whatever. Very teen thing kind of, but also something I didn't really care about. I thought the Mako stuff was weird. When the inclusion of Bolin happened, where he's like kind of likes Korra, that was a little like, oh come on. That was part of season 1. I know lost me for sure. And then the reintroduction of Mako and Asami's relationship again later on was something that was like, you know, I'm good. And I think the reason why I wouldn't say bothered me, but it was definitely one of the lower points of this show, compared to the first series, is in the first series, you know the deal. I mean, it's like, hey, Katara, Aang, there you go. Sokka just gets one every season. So like you kind of knew what was going on with them, and there was no like disruption of the main group. This series definitely was like, oh, you're getting disruption of the main group because they don't know what they're doing with each other. I wish personally that was just not a thing, because when you're facing such incredible stakes, you're fighting things that nobody has in a long time, not to mention skilled people that nobody's seen like this in a long time, which I guess they only saw twice with Zahir and his group, because they pulled up obviously on 2 different occasions. Apart from that, like they were facing some incredibly tough odds. So for some of those things, obviously in season 3 you don't really see it that much, but the first 2 seasons definitely more. The kind of focus on everybody's relationships with each other, dating wise, was just kind of like, it felt like you didn't really need it, in my opinion, because there were much more interesting things happening. If it wasn't for the fact that there were a lot more interesting things happening, I would kind of accept it a little more. But there were so many times in the first 2 seasons where I'm just like, can you get to the cool thing that we're like low-key putting to the side because, I don't know, Mako wants to kiss Asami again? That is my like one like real, I guess, complaint about the show. The relationship stuff doesn't really get to happen. I understand it kind of does for later, because obviously in this series we have a lot of people that are born of the lineages that we saw originally. We don't specifically see anything with Sokka, but we do know obviously Toph's lineage, and that was very important, and we know Aang's lineage, and Katara's lineage, very important as well. So they all kind of were important to us, but then in the future, I mean, you're gonna have probably the same-ish. I mean, I don't know where the rest of this can go, because I know there's gonna be eventually the next one with, I think, the Earthbender Avatar, which is gonna be really interesting to see kind of how they handle everything, just because it is the start of a new cycle now that obviously never got resolved. That just is outstanding in there. And I thought that was really cool, but also really disappointing because you couldn't go back. But that was just a story thing, and that was sad, and it worked. That's fine. But it is sad to get these glimpses of the past and have someone who's extremely spiritual at this point, because she wasn't at first, but for Korra to be extremely spiritual now and not be able to access anybody in the past is really disappointing, because you did get to see that in the first series. And for someone who was a little more in tune, it would have been really cool to kind of see how that worked. The other thing that I'm interested in to see is kind of how Korra is going to be interacting with the next Avatar, and see how much of a focus she'll be, or how important her character will be, kind of like Aang in this series, where we got to see him here and there, but I think it was probably like 3 episodes we saw him. In the last series, we definitely got more of Roku, more of, Kyoshi and them. So I would imagine that the next series we get a lot of her, but that's something we'll figure out eventually. I do think that the series handles everything very well with this more serious topics that it tries to deal with. I do wish we got more of like childhood Kuvira stuff, but I know from what I heard in the comments and what I talked about afterwards, I asked a couple people just because I know my friends also watched Avatar, and a few of them have watched, not as many have watched Korra, but they have. And I know that they were kind of just saying like, yeah, ever since that's like the Earth Queen stuff, and obviously you guys did too, ever since the Earth Queen, it kind of just like gets put to the side, and Nickelodeon doesn't really care no more, which is disappointing. So the Netflix thing really helps to hopefully maybe get them to do more of like serious shit, like killing people, because when you get hit with a giant rock, you're dying. But yeah, like being able to have, I guess, more of Kuvira's backstory would have been really cool. I mean, season 3 was perfect. I still can't get over how fucking good season 3 was. Season 3 was extremely good the whole time. Extremely good the whole time. We did have a couple moments in season 4 where it kind of a little drop off, but really not that bad. Not bad at all. But I'd love to see how they actually built the fucking mech. I would have loved to seen a little more. But the surprise of it being what it was also very cool. It was such a fun kind of like, hey, look at this thing, they gotta fight it. They can metal bend it. What are they gonna do? And then obviously because of the time skip, you got Jinora and the Airbender Nation kind of doing more. That was really cool. And unfortunately, that's the other thing that I don't know is going to work later on in the series, in the next series, probably. Because I think that for sure Jinora's stuff, a lot of the airbending things that they were dealing with was some of the more interesting things. Because you already have a nation that's been kicked down so hard, and they continuously get kicked down trying to rebuild themselves. That by itself is a really cool story. So I was really excited to see more of that. It felt awesome to watch all of the Airbender stuff this series, because you didn't get to see any of it. You just saw Aang. So just seeing Aang do it is cool. But seeing everybody else do it and learn how to be in that mindset is cool too. And obviously also move forward and progress in the lineage, because things are different. Again, it's all about change and moving forward. And there's so many different arcs that showed how important it is to continue to move forward. Like obviously the Airbending Nation, obviously Korra with Zahir, and a lot of other things she had to face, her PTSD. Again, PTSD, a serious thing that I think they did pretty well. They did that pretty well. I don't have any knowledge of how that works, to be honest. So I can't say, oh yeah, that was accurate to me, because I don't know. But the way they handled it, I think, felt really well done. It really kind of showed how things could be for someone that is in this position, that has so much weighing down on them, and again, so many people that have continuously told them, hey, we don't need you, we don't want you here. But yeah, I don't know what I'm doing from here on out. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of a break just because of this Roni situations, the ye old Coroni. That sucked. Quick little talk about that. I Go to Halloween Horror Nights every year. It's super fun, super fun. It was awesome. A lot of good food. If anybody that doesn't know what it is, it's basically 10 haunted houses with scare zones in between the haunted houses as you walk to them. It's like a theme park at Universal Studios, and what happens is you go in, you walk through, and they have themed houses for things. So for example, they had The Last of Us. If you're into The Last of Us, very good. Exorcist, they had Chucky, they had Stranger Things, which is also very good. And then their own houses that are like specific to them, like Universal Monsters, Darkest Deal, Dr. Oddfellow, stuff like that. Super fun time. Also, probably I've done this 3 years now, 4 years, 3 years. Busiest year I've seen. It was so fucking busy, dude. Extremely busy. Not surprised I got back sick. The other thing too is I drive there, so driving's not a lot of fun. Not gonna tell you where I live or how long it is, but it's kind of a long drive. But it is fun. I like doing it. But between work and doing YouTube, I was already exhausted, went down, and I just was so tired. Plus all the walking. Yeah, didn't really combine well, but that's okay because we had a lot of fun. I did film something. I was gonna try and film like a vlog type thing. Really terrifying to do that for real, like being like walking around with a camera. Yeah, no. I like whenever I do camera stuff outside, I have friends with me or whatever. It was kind of just me. So I would have to be like, oh hey, you know, like find spots to sit down, and I feel like icky. I don't know. I feel weird doing things in public, especially when there's so many people. Like, I feel like I'm just bothering people, and I don't want to do it. So I ended up just filming some stuff of the scare zones, and because you can't do anything in the haunted houses, unfortunately. So it's all right though. Maybe I'll put that up on the channel if you want me to. If you're still here, let me know. I'll throw that up on the channel. I am looking forward to the next week or so because it's getting darker earlier, which for me actually kind of helps me do stuff later in the day. So I'm going to try and stream again. I've said that like probably 3 weeks in a row, and I was totally gonna do when I got back, but obviously got sick. Not gonna happen. I don't really know what to do next, but I think I am going to try and stream sometime this week. This should come out on Sunday. So if I do stream, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, that way you know. And then if you have anything you want me to watch, also let me know, or we can talk about more Korra and ask me questions and stuff. You can do whatever. That's what the stream's about. I want homies to hang out with and talk to. Because I used to stream a lot, and then that was before when I only did it on Twitch. Now I do it here. So, you know, let's talk about some stuff. Tell me what you want to hear from Korra that I didn't cover in this, because I know this was kind of long. Yeah, fuck, this was kind of long. So let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel, and I'll try to answer some questions maybe during a live stream. I'll take whatever's here and just kind of like write it down, put it on that when I'm streaming. So yeah, I'm excited for the next couple months because I'm kind of trying to dive into content creating a little more. I went super hard at the beginning, doing like 9 videos a week, and now I went down to 5 because work got busy and it was hard. But I want to try and potentially go back up to that, but I also need a new hard drive because 2 terabytes is full. And that's fine. That I kind of expected that to happen at some point. But looking forward to the future. Gonna be fun, and hopefully whenever some new Avatar stuff comes out, I'm gonna hop on and watch it, especially when the Netflix one comes out. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in a stream, a video, whatever random comes out, whatever happens. Peace.